Welcome to the Tool Shed Podcast, a wicked good lawn care production hosted by yours truly, Brandon Labonte. So let's get ready to embark on a journey where we unlock the secrets to mastering your lawn game. So whether you're a seasoned professional, a simple gardener, or an absolute newbie, we want to jump into all of the topics that are going to help you be better at your lawn care. And all of the maintenance tips, tricks that we can share with you during these episodes that we'll explore new tools, we'll reveal insider techniques. And of course, all of these things are to help you transform your lawn into a lush oasis. So get ready, roll up your sleeves, and let's dive into the ultimate guide for lawn care. Welcome to the Tool Shed. Hey, everybody. Again, it's me, Brandon. I'm so glad that you're here today. This is my first time utilizing this medium for the Tool Shed podcast. And recently I was asked to write a blog, and you can find these blogs not only on my website, but you can find the guest blog on a friend of mine's website, which I'll share in the comments below at the very end of this conversation that I'm having with you. And he owns a medical facility where he helps veterans and lots of other people. I want to just tell you that his work is undoubtedly one of the most important things that people can do. It's help others find healthy solutions for the problems that they're facing, from testosterone replacement therapy all the way to weight loss when people are struggling with finding the right way to do that. And so he asked me to kind of write a blog that he could have on his website. And one of the things that I learned through that was I learned a lot. I learned a lot about what the outdoors can do for your mental health and your well-being, and what physical activities can do for you in regards to that. And so today's episode is called How a Well-Maintained Lawn Promotes Physical Activities and Health. There is a fast-paced world that we're living in today. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is the importance of staying physically fit and how that ties in really to your lawn care. So you're going to see me kind of looking over here. These are where my notes are, but I am really talking to you out there in the world of podcast listeners. And so thank you so much for that. We do have hectic schedules. I know, for one, I have a hectic schedule. My wife has a hectic schedule. In fact, I bet you have a hectic schedule. And because of this, we've kind of grown into a sedentary lifestyle, right? That becomes the norm for us on a regular basis. So finding time, finding the motivation to exercise can be challenging, right? But there is great news. And the great news is this: you have an overlooked solution right outside your doorstep. It is called your lawn, right? Whether it's the front or the back or the side or the 40 acres that you own, you have yourself a wonderful opportunity to create new opportunities for you to get physically fit and increase your exposure to good mental health. So a well-maintained lawn can serve as a perfect setting for that outdoor fitness activities, And so let me start by stating this. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a mental health therapist. And I certainly don't know how to promote eco-friendly therapy, so to speak, but I do believe in it. That is for sure. And I am living proof of that. So the importance of physical activity is really important. And so before we dive or dig into that, right, that's a lawn care word, I want to talk to you about the benefits. And I'm going to quote Rob Swan, who is the ARNP, who's also the medical director of Vallon Vital Health. He says that regular exercise has been linked to numerous health benefits, including reduced risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and even obesity, as well as improved mood, cognition, and longevity. The reality is, despite those compelling reasons, many individuals still struggle to incorporate exercise into their daily routines, and there are barriers that we can talk about, such as lack of time, such as motivation, such as access to suitable facilities. And that's where the allure of the outdoors really kind of helps us, right? I work outside quite often. I love the smell of fresh cut grass. I love the seasons that change, and I hate picking up leaves, but at the end of the day, right, I'm still outside doing something uh, that's beneficial, bending over, standing up, moving constantly. And it's a requirement for me being an owner of a lawn care company, but it's not a drudgery task. It's a chore sometimes, but I find to that if I embrace the outdoors, and I feel like it's a whole lot more alluring, right? And so there's things that you can do outside, like uh, pushing a lawnmower, right? That's what I do. But if you have a beautiful lawn, you can go out there and enjoy it, like roll out your yoga mat and do some downward facing dog or some child poses, all those things that they do. And those types of things, on top of the fact that you're outdoors, is definitely going to rejuvenate your mind. And furthermore, those outdoor activities is going to make you feel like again, rejuvenated, and it's sustainable. Like, you don't have to pay an extra fee to go outside like you would if you had to go to a gym or something like that. You know, a the role of a well-maintained lawn, honestly, is perfect canvas for your outdoor activities, and your family can take advantage of it. I know that when I was a kid growing up, I had to cut my lawn for my dad, but I also enjoyed being outside on the lawn that I just made nice, right? Because now the ball would roll better if I had to do grounders with my brother. But all those things about being outside with a well-maintained lawn makes you feel like you care for your environment, and it is engaging. So I feel like that's really, really great. And one of the key advantages to outdoor activities with a well-maintained lawn is the versatility and the accessibility that it offers for you. Unlike gym memberships and fitness classes, which come with constraints and financial barriers, right? Your yard is probably already paid for or part of your mortgage that you have, which most people just don't take advantage of. And you don't really need a lot of yard equipment to be physically fit. I mean, you could do walking, you can do just sit-ups, like I said, yoga. All of those things are great opportunities for you to kind of utilize your most expensive asset for your most precious um, the most precious thing you have, which is your life and your health. And so you can do a quick workout. You can, before breakfast, you can go on a leisurely stroll. You can lay outside and just look at the sunrise or the sunset. All of those things would be very helpful for you, especially when it comes to your mental health and well-being. And then you also create this amazing connection with nature. Spending time outdoors is a great way for you to kind of feel one with the earth. So it's really great. It's good for reducing stress and increasing cognitive awareness and cognitive function. It promotes relaxation, even on the days that I'm super stressed out because I have a lot of work to do. Something about being outdoors lends to me being calm and not burdened. And I don't know what that is, the aura of the earth, Zen, whatever it really is pretty amazing how that works. In fact, in the blog that I wrote for my friend, it's also posted on my website as well. I put in a reference to a book by a man named Richard Louv called "The Last Child in the Woods." It's called "Saving Our Children from Nature Deficit Disorder." And in this book, he explores the importance of nature for mental, physical health and well-being, particularly in children. And I think that's really important to kind of grasp a hold of, because I mean, I have kids and they're attached to their technology. And I've even seen children outdoors sitting down at a park on an iPad, right? And so it's okay, but it's much easier and much more beneficial for them in the long run if they just enjoyed where they were at. And that's kind of one of the things that I took out of that book's summary. And so working on your lawn, exercising, really is going to help you reap the benefits firsthand. That was the horn in the truck that my wife just locked as I'm doing this podcast. Thanks, babe. And so you can immerse yourself in the sights, the sounds, the smells, the physical, natural presence like the winds, all of those things outdoors. If you really focus on it, and it'll allow you to kind of escape the 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 mundane or overly stressful daily routine that you have. And I want to encourage you to do that, because by doing that, you can also increase your bonds with your family and with your community, because now you have something that's in common, right? Which is the outdoors. Everybody shares it. And so I just wanted to, talk about that a little bit. If you incorporate your yard that's now well maintained because you've been out there doing it, your neighbors are going to come around and you'll be like, "Hey man, your lawn looks really great," or "Hey young lady, you've been doing really good pushing that lawnmower." And you feel like you're building some community and you're creating bonds with people that you wouldn't normally have had a relationship with, but because of the outdoors, there's a new connection. And so I just wanted to kind of, encourage you to take advantage of the season that we're in, right? We're in spring, and this is the time of the year where new things are coming into bloom, beautiful flowers, the grass is starting to grow. Yes, there's pollen, and I had an episode a couple back talking about how bad the pollen was, but the reality is that is how the life cycle of new things come to play in the environments that we live in the ecosystem that we thrive in. And so I want to encourage you today to make sure that you are taking full advantage of your own backyard. Do something different and encourage your kids and your friends and your neighbors and your family to join you. And that'll allow for all of you to kind of take a step back from the world that is so stressful and hectic, and kind of get in tune with your own physical and mental well-being. And I promise you, you'll feel better for it. You'll also get some awesome vitamin D and maybe even a tan. But I wanted to say thank you so much for listening today to The Tool Shed. I'm your host, Brandon Labonte. Please come back again next week as we try this new medium out with the video, and hopefully you enjoy it. I know it was a little bit difficult for me. I have my notes over here, so I've got to figure out a new setup so that I'm not, constantly looking away from you, because I definitely want to be talking to you today, and I want to be talking to you again next time. So thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you next time on The Tool Shed. See ya.